Like if you were waiting for them to end a relationship with someone else, I feel like they have. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Wow, I took a couple of days break, but it feels like, honestly, it's only been a few days, but it feels like it's been much longer. I don't know what's going on. Thank you so much for showing so much love to my previous video. So we've done already one April Scorpio reading. Now this is going to be another one. It's going to be a little bit more condensed, hopefully, even though with me, you know, you never know. So we're going to be going once again over your April energies. We'll focus a little bit more on love this time, whatever else comes up. So if you're Scorpio, Venus, rising, moon, or sun, oh my god, I went in the reverse order, you're welcome to watch this. And before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I am still open for bookings in April. Again, not sure exactly when. I will be closing my shop on Etsy, but in April, as of right now, I still have availability. So for private readings, links are down below. What else? You can stream, study my tarot course. If there is a spot for private student, also going to be in the description box. You can also join the membership of this channel if you want to donate to the channel, or also very soon in April, we will be uploading not readings but some educational content, some astrology, maybe lectures, some tarot lectures. So yeah, check it out. All the information is in the description box about that as well. And anyway, you guys, let's see, let's start with a little oracle message for April for my Scorpios. I feel the energy is just gonna be insane. I don't know why, but I just feel it in a good way though. Again, I said this before, that very often when there are more difficult energies in the world, actually, it's too long to explain why, but Scorpios are kind of more protected and more striving in crisis than anyone else. You've seen this probably before in your life. Has to do a lot with the whole sun versus, you know, Pluto. Pluto being the ruler of Scorpio, modern ruler. But yeah, I'm just seeing whatever is happening in the world, you guys are going to be doing great. Let's see now what's going to come up. Ooh, we have here, look at this, wishbone, affirmation, tea leaves, foresight, and I Ching change. 3 cards came up. Okay, so I'm seeing a couple of things here with this message right away. First of all, there is a big change that's coming. Actually, as I'm recording this today, Venus and Uranus are conjunct in Taurus, which is your 7th house. So again, there is a very big change that's happening in your relationship. Venus, Uranus, and even Juno, I believe, conjunction in Taurus in your 7th house, especially if you have Scorpio placements right around 13 to, I would say, maybe like 19 degrees, all the way 20 degrees, you feel this especially strongly. There's a very big change in your relationship. And I feel like, you know, for a lot of you, maybe for some of you it's unexpected, but for most of you, you already know that this is coming. You already had foresight. Maybe you've been told by a fortune teller. I don't know, maybe you've been told by me on this channel. Maybe you've seen this with astrology yourself. Maybe it's your own intuition that's been telling this to you for a long time, that this is coming. And I feel like also with affirmation and wishbone card, this is what you've been wishing for. Maybe this is something you've been manifesting. Maybe this is something you've been affirming for. And I'm just getting here, I'm seeing 2 hands. These are 2 different hands, I think, like feminine hand and more masculine hand. This is something not only you, but also another person been wishing for. Maybe it's a person you're connecting with, most likely, right? And you both are getting this wish fulfillment. So it's not just your wish fulfillment, but it's also theirs. So I don't know how this works. Maybe you both been wishing for each other. Maybe they've been wishing for a soulmate. You've been wishing for a soulmate, and that's how you meet. Maybe you two were wanting to be together for a long time, but whatever, maybe in the past there were some obstacles. I don't know. It doesn't really matter anyway, but I'm just getting you and this person are getting your wish fulfillment in, I feel like, with each other. And again, for some of you, maybe it's something new, something you didn't see coming. For most of you, though, I feel like it is something you've already been expecting. The only thing I can see here, maybe it's been kind of, it's the way it came together. You did not even expect it. So maybe you were bracing yourself for a battle, for like a fight that you're going to have to be strong, you know, preparing kind of like for the worst. Like, what if this manifests? What if that manifests? What do I do? But in fact, I think with your surprise right now is that everything just came together even easier than you thought. You were preparing for all this, you know, sort of bracing yourself for all the different scenarios. What if this happens? What if that happens? But a lot of them, again, like I said in previous readings, especially those of you who were worried about something, it never manifested. It was never supposed to come to pass. and you're now kind of like surprised that, wow, it's actually even easier. Everything is easier than I expected, better than I expected. I don't know how it makes sense, but yeah. And look at this, psychometry sensitivity. And I'm just getting that this has to do, it could have to do with commitment, either existing one, maybe somebody's breaking a commitment to be with you, with full moon in Libra on April 5, honestly. If any of you are dealing with someone or are yourself in a commitment that you don't want to be anymore, or they don't want to be anymore, whatever it is, you have, guys, no idea how many private readings I get from people who are literally almost all have same story, you know, with what's going on now. So it could be something along the lines of somebody might be breaking a commitment to be with you. Maybe you're breaking a commitment to be with someone. Maybe both of you are doing that. Or again, if this is not the story, this could be very much that somebody's offering you commitment, because with the ring here, let's see what's underneath. But again, there's something here with crystal ball card, especially, you saw this coming. This is not necessarily something that's completely out of nowhere. Either you've been expecting certain commitment in your life to end, or in their life to end, or you were expecting a commitment for this person. For those of you who resonate with this on that end, you had this, like, you maybe even it's something you've been wishing for a while, right? You've been wishing for this, you've been expecting this. Look at this, and in a way this has kind of pushed you maybe even to really tap into your own psychic abilities, your psychic powers, you know, manifesting your soulmate, really being focused as well on, like, let's just say you're in a situation where you are, you know, that you're not happy in a situation you're in, and you met someone else and you're trying to figure out how to align everything, how to precisely, you know, manifest a better situation for yourself. Or if you're single, again, also manifest a better situation for yourself, and it's all coming together. Just stay focused. And look, I cannot freaking believe how these cards are coming out. Wow, this is one of these readings, I guess. Again, look at this, we have air of focus and we have certainty. So you only need to be certain, you only need to be focused, and you do not need to be distracted by anything that could be distracting. It's that simple. Honestly, I think that I used to listen to all these videos, especially about manifestation and magic and all of this, and I thought these people who sound so simple or make it sound so simple, I thought that, I don't know, maybe they just don't know enough or whatever, you know. And sometimes, yes, this is true too, but it is true in a way where if you're certain about something, and if you can with no shadow of a doubt, if you can remain very loyal to a certain idea, like, let's just say you know that you're going to meet your soulmate next month, or I don't know, 3 months or whatever, maybe without timing, and if you all your life remain loyal, you know, to this idea that it's going to happen, you're going to be with that person, you know, it's going to manifest, right? If we like look at our life, and even like I recently did this, I realized that throughout my life there were always certain things I was immensely loyal to. Like, I always knew that somehow, like, don't want to share too much personal, but I always knew that somehow at one point of my life I was going to come back to doing something I really love. I didn't know how, what's going to happen, and you know, it happens. I always knew that there were certain things that were going to happen, and I remained loyal to that. And you know, in a way, whatever happens, it doesn't really matter, because again, if you can focus on complete certainty instead of what a lot of people doing, I used to do this too, is like, let's just say you're manifesting, I don't know, like a better communication with someone, and then you are going and checking what they're doing. And not to say that you should be like afraid to check somebody's story or whatever, or message someone, but you know, you cannot rely on things you see in physical reality as your primary source of evidence. I repeat this so many times, especially with Saturn and Pisces now, especially with this world of, I don't know, illusion being on a whole other level. There's actually a quote from Dune. I believe it says something like, I'm a very fanatic of Dune, for those of you who know. It's a great book, honestly, to read. There's so many spiritual concepts there. It's crazy. Like spiritual concepts that are actually true. They took it from like Kabbalah and I believe like Islamic mysticism as well. So basically the quote says something along the lines, if one relies too much on the eyesight, his other senses weaken. So if you trust only what you see with your eyes, with your vision, way too much, your other senses weaken, and your other senses could be anything. It could be even logic, it could be intuition, it could be prophecy, it could be, I don't know, just your own feelings. So yeah, just wow, we are already at 10 minutes, but that's what I would say. And we have here a candle illumination. So there's something, I think especially right around the full moon of Libra, which is April 5th, there's going to be so many things that's going to start coming to light for a lot of you guys. You're going to be observing. And it's interesting because both candle and aura have this like, you know, orb around them, this like, you know, circle around them. Certain things are going to come to light. You are going to come to light also in some way. I don't know what this means. Next card, destiny. Everything is happening in this very, very destined way. But again, it's nothing new. I cannot believe this. I shuffled this card and I will shuffle again right now. Destiny and fate. Destiny and fate. So there's something very, very meant to be here. I'm gonna shuffle again because I don't know. Not like it matters. We also have here illusion, seeing clearly through illusion. Maybe this is gonna be what's being illuminated. There is a sense of precision, wisdom. We have here projections, crying mirror, flowers, and we have here fragmented. Basically, you will see how, I feel like right around especially the full moon of Aries, you're gonna have the wisdom to see how much of what you maybe were looking at before, maybe some people wanted you to see things certain way. Maybe there was some lie even that's been shown to you. You're gonna see very clearly through everything if you have not yet. Something that's been so fragmented but been meant to be shown to you as pure and whole. I don't know what that is. Bottom of the deck you have fire, spontaneity, and we have, what is this here, and patience. So I feel like the time, and it's actually this card was reversed. I feel like the time of waiting is over. The time of being patient also is over, and there's a lot of this very spontaneous energy where again, it might not be something completely new, but I feel like things are coming together in a way that you don't expect necessarily. Again, yeah, this card wants to come out, and this card wants to come out. Maybe be just a little bit patient, because actually everything is unfolding like perfectly right now. There's going to be omens that you're gonna see, but what I feel like you shouldn't be too impressed by signs, omens, numbers. You know why? Because yes, signs, omens, synchronicities are all great, amazing. They are showing you that what you want is coming, but you are not here for that. You're here for your full-blown desire, for your full-blown wish fulfillment. And you shouldn't like just necessarily waste your energy necessarily again as being distracted by that. Focus all your energy, focus everything on your dream, whatever this is. There is going, I don't know if somebody is into scribing, not scribing, writing, like scripting, but maybe somebody's into scribing. A lot of your power lies in being able to express something through writing. So you might be a writer, poet, some kind of songwriter, some kind of journalist, maybe something like that. Also, on the other hand, I feel like somebody here might express how they feel in a written form. And like, yeah, there's something that has to do here. Maybe some of you are writing a book or something, like this could be quite literal for some of you. But also I feel like there is a sense of that certain things are written. I think in Arabic, I really love this maktub, you know, it's written. I really like that expression for some reason. And I just feel there are certain things here that are written. Let me see, crystals, healing, lots, change. It's a destined change again. It's not change, it's chance. It's almost like the way everything is aligning is so like, it's so random, but at the same time so fated and perfect. Something about Egypt here as well. Some of you could have either a past life there, or maybe like you traveled or are from there, I'm not sure. I'm seeing that there's something very curious that's happening when it comes to your dreams. You might have seen dreams that were showing you the opposite maybe of what you were manifesting, or dreams that were meant to scare you in some way. And see, actually, like, okay, today was supposed to be a short video. I'll be honest, I don't think that's where we are going, but I just feel like I have to go, continue. So give us a big thumbs up if you're enjoying. So with dreams and incubation, what I'm seeing here is that for some of you, there are dreams that are being shown right now which are not necessarily true. Let me explain to you in a moment. So actually there is this Kabbalistic wisdom, and it's actually an actual thing, where you have to be very careful. Let's just say you see some kind of weird dream or even a bad quote-unquote dream. You have to be very careful who you are telling this dream to, because depending on how the person who will hear it will interpret it, let's just say you're not interpreting your own dream, which you totally can, by the way, but somebody else is interpreting it for you. They have to be very careful, because the same dream could be interpreted in different ways and could align you theoretically to a different timeline. I don't think Kabbalists use the word timeline, but it's kind of, I think, what they meant. So, and you can see the same dream. It happened actually to me recently, where I had amazing, like just something amazing happened to me. And literally next night, I saw a horrible dream. And you know what I did when I woke up? I was like literally laughing. I was like, oh yes, this means I am totally getting what I want. And this is the purge of my previous like limitations, previous limiting beliefs. This is great. And I cannot even believe, like I cannot even explain to you how fast everything in my environment changed to conform how I interpreted that dream that I saw. And you will see that maybe you're seeing bad dreams, something like not so good in your dreams that's happening. It's okay. You just have to give it a different shape, a different meaning. This is why, by the way, when we become like super like very conscious and we start, being like able to lucid dream and stuff, you can direct your dream, right? You can direct your consciousness in a way to where you want it to go. You can interact with different objects in your dream. Like in advanced meditation, you can do these things. So there is something about your dreams where it's not what it seems, but at the same time, you will see how much stronger you are getting when, instead of being intimidated with whatever you see, whether in your dreams, whether in your conscious awakening state, you start basically interpreting everything you see in the way that fits your goals. Whatever you see, it's that, but it has to be not necessarily in a way where you're lying to yourself, but it comes from that certainty. And the certainty comes from when you truly believe that you can have and manifest anything you want. Because in a way, why they say, right, belief systems are so important for manifestation or anything. If you absolutely have within yourself, right, that self-concept that you can get absolutely anything you want and you can manifest absolutely anything you want, even if you see things that seem to be like, well, this is not what I wanted, like it's not going to bother you for a minute, because if the belief system within is much stronger in terms of you always get what you want, you always manifest what you want, things are always aligning in your favor, miracles always happen for you, I don't know, the seas split for you. If you have that, everything has to follow that. And again, I'm not really a person who likes to just sugarcoat things or whatever. There's a difference between sugarcoating versus actually consciously creating things, right? And in this case, it's like something about your dreams and whatever you see in your dreams, how you direct yourself. These are the moments of your manifestation. I hope I'm making sense. I don't want to speak forever here, but let's just see one more card here. Shooting star confirmation. You will see a confirmation. It will be some kind of message. Again, don't look for confirmation. Don't look for signs, but there will be some, I feel like. And with palmistry here, also interpretation. I don't know, you're in a very like powerful mystical journey right now. Some of you maybe are practicing spells and alchemy, could be. There is something here with smoke and prayers. It could be, I don't know, could be something along the lines of burning incense. There are decisions that are coming. I do feel like the guidance you need is there. There is also a lot of abundance coming your way too. And again, look at this, coins, abundance next to fortune cookie, fortune. You're going to be very, very fortunate. I feel like in the next, this is for April, so April is giving. So I'm getting like, do not necessarily gamble, but at the same time, you're lucky right now. Again, not telling anyone to gamble, but I'm just saying you're lucky right now with, maybe you're taking a chance on something that you're wanting to communicate. And we have here also Ouija board, caution, and runes perception, with also dowsing rods, seeker. The way I'm seeing this is like this. The only thing you have to be cautious with is what we said before, the way you perceive things, the way you interpret things. Again, we can interpret just like tarot, right? Tarot, I can interpret it in so many different ways. Those of you who studied with me, especially one-on-one, you know that, right? We can interpret things in infinite ways almost, right? But it's one thing with tarot, right? But another thing is with our life, how we assign meaning, right? Value, power, even to things around us really matters, guys. This is, I think, the difference between being in a really empowered state versus in a disempowered state. Because when you're in an empowered state, you are not even going to notice certain things. Like, I remember I was that girl who was waiting for a good morning text. Right now, if you tell me this, that like, I'm waiting for good morning text, dear God, I'm just going to laugh so hard, because like, I get good morning texts. Yes, they are very nice, but I do not care for that. Neither do I search every morning evidence of whether someone sent me good morning text or not. You know what I mean? It's like, really, there is a big difference how we assign meaning and value to things when we are in the state of when I am powerful, I am creating anything I want, I am, like the ultimate deciding factor of my reality, versus when we are so disempowered, then a text from someone or not a text from someone, or lack of thereof, right? Correct English, can really mess with how you feel. So many people are in that state where somebody has so much power over them. They texted you, you're feeling happy. They didn't text you, you're not happy. And I get it, right? Love is that feeling where, I know this very much, this feeling. You see somebody and you feel so happy you want to fly. I'm not saying cancel that out. Sure, people can inspire us and make us feel great, but never be in this place where your perception is fully led by somebody's behavior, whether good or bad, or just things that are happening outside of you, or even dreams you're seeing. You know what I mean? Be cautious with how you perceive things, but again, not in a way where you have to be scared of things. On the contrary, be empowered and know that anything you see can be turned around and can be like, I don't even think necessarily you're seeing anything that like you need to be, this can be turned around, but I'm just getting like, it's your perception that creates. And I think you're becoming super aware of this and conscious of this in April, probably even before April starts right now. So yeah, we have here true love, and for some of you with true love card, this is a romance of a lifetime. You are with someone you want. You are, I feel like you were guided to them. We have these little angels here. This is also something that's helping you heal some family issues, heal dynamics with family. And we have here honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I'm seeing some of you are traveling, maybe even quite literally. This is Venice in Italy, like to Europe, somewhere to Europe maybe. Be careful with any kind of codependency, but I'm not really getting, to be honest, that it's coming from you. I feel like you might be connected to someone who is so in awe of your energy that they just can't be without you. It's not necessarily giving me red flags, but it's like you will have someone, or you already have someone who just cannot live without you. They want to be around you as much as possible. They want to get to know you if you haven't gotten to know you yet. They feel very attracted to you. And again, we have very soon. The only thing you need to decide is what you want so that it comes to you now. We have here, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Some of you have a very specific expectations of how you want things to unfold. Again, not here to tell you what to do, but I'm just getting like, allow things to unfold. There's so many ways how magically things could unfold that you cannot even imagine, even if you have great imagination. So let things unfold, because everything is unfolding. In fact, we have here retreat. I am getting you could be traveling with someone, really disconnecting from the world, maybe going on a beautiful trip, beautiful vacation. Really amazing cards. All right, this is wonderful. Now let's go into the tarot spread. We're doing today a reading a little bit differently. It is what it is. Now, which deck do we want to use for this? All right, let's do this deck. First row is you, second row is your person. Oh my god, this reading is already so long. What's going on with me? Okay, we have 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands. First row is you once again. We have 10 of Pentacles. You're leaving something behind in April, but I do not feel like it's a relationship, to be honest. I feel like it's about something else. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's hold on, we'll get to this. Prince of Cups. We have Six of Swords. Yeah, definitely Three of Swords. You're leaving something behind. I do not feel like it's a relationship. It could be about certain path in life, which makes sense, guys, because the full moon in Libra on April 5th is in your 12th house, which is, you know, in general for Scorpios, it's about endings. So this is where also the South Node is going to go in July. Something you're leaving behind, which maybe is a spiritual practice. Maybe it's part of your path in some way. Maybe because 12th houses also deals with subconscious, quite literally, honestly, and even like past life stuff. What I said before about dreams, right? How sometimes when you're purging, again, purging doesn't necessarily always have to happen, but sometimes if you have some very deep-seated core, you know, I don't want to say issues, maybe traumas or beliefs, something, you know, that's like really, really deeply seated there. It needs to come out in some way. And sometimes it comes through these dreams and stuff. And at first you might see like a dream or something that scares you. Its job is to scare you in a way. But like if things start coming out in terms of dreams, bad dreams or whatever, I think people who've done like, I don't know, trips like Aya and stuff, they experience something similar. It's coming out also to just purge. And if with time you can just look at this dream or that experience, whatever you're observing, and not be scared by that. But like I recently, like seriously, I saw the shittiest dream you could possibly imagine after something really amazing that happened. And you know, I just said like, listen, I'm not buying this. I know that this is my old fears at purging, goodbye, you know. And I had not even a second of fear. I was like, yeah, this was really weird. This was honestly a very bad dream. But I'm like, I know 100% that this is my old belief system just purging. If you can approach it like that, whatever subconsciously needs to let go and it needs to be released, it's going to be so much more of a smooth process, so to say. Okay, guys. So I hope it really I'm making sense here. It's important. But let me see your person. We have Five of Swords. We have Three of Cups. We also have here Death card. Ooh, you're showing up in their end. Princess of Pentacles. We have Knight of Swords. And we have here Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magus, which is the Magician. So the Magician, 10 of Swords. Notice this Libra scale. And we have here the World showing up, kind of reverse, and the Empress. There is an ending in their life. And I feel like especially if you knew consciously that there is going to be an end and there is going to be some chapter that's going to be closing, whether in their life or in your life, it is, you know, it's like it happened here, it's happening here. But what's happening as well is some kind of aftermath of that. So what I feel like on their end, let's start with them. What I feel like is happening on their end with Five of Swords, they really didn't want something to be traumatic or bad. So maybe they were closing a chapter with a previous partnership or previous, I don't know, someone they were before, or maybe with work. And they really didn't want it to be Five of Swordish, so to say. They didn't want this to be mean or nasty. They wanted everything to be very smooth, very, you know, very fair maybe. But I don't think that it went this way with Five of Swords. I feel like with Five of Swords, it was inevitable that something here broke down, and what they are trying to do with Three of Cups is just to escape that. Like now they are in a little bit of this escapism energy, and I feel like they are thinking of you. They're thinking of you a lot with the Death card here, that actually you could be this person that could bring stability, or with you they feel stability. This is something I think actually showed up in a previous reading too for April, the longer one. I think it was in the extended, don't remember exactly. Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. There might be some people around them as well who don't necessarily agree with some of the decisions they just recently made. And there is like, I don't want to say there are people influencing them, but I feel like there are people around them who have different opinions. And some people are like You know, it's almost like sometimes you quit a job or you break up with a person or something happens, and there are always these people, especially in the context of relationship, right? They're like, oh, you're gonna get back together. Oh, this, like, there are people like that, I feel like, around them, not to say like they matter, but it's showing up here. Now, on your end, what I'm seeing with Eight of Cups, especially in Seven of Wands, you're leaving something behind. Again, there is a sense of you and this person mirroring each other, but it's like not necessarily in the same way. You both are leaving behind something that's not your truth. That's something I've seen in other April video too, by the way. And it's good. With you for Seven of Wands, you feel like you are done fighting for stuff, especially where you maybe not given the proper credit that it's due, or maybe you're like underpaid consistently if it's a job situation, or just somewhere you're not appreciated. You're like, bro, I can do much better. Ten of Pentacles, you have your eyes on the prize, and it's maybe a creative endeavor, something maybe that's still in the early stages, but you know that even though it's in early stages, it has so much massive, you know, potential for growth, you know, in a way. Like something I want to insert here just to explain where I'm going with this. It's all about also like scaling sometimes in life, right? Like how much can you achieve? Certain paths, I'm not saying that they are blocked or anything, but like in certain areas, it's almost like there's only that far you can grow, unless you want to be the first person who does something, just, I don't know, like first person who is like, I cannot come up with an example, right? But sometimes, like, is this worth it? Do you actually want it and all the fight, right, for this? And there are certain other maybe industries or areas where you can try your talents or invest your energy in, where it's just so much easier to go further simply because there is more opportunities there. Something along those lines. I hope it makes sense. Six of Swords and Three of Swords, you're leaving behind something that used to give you a lot of heartache. Now, I feel like this has to do with not being, honestly, maybe not receiving what you really felt it was worth. Now, again, I don't feel like you've been necessarily, like feeling this heartache that much lately. But I think as you make that final decision to leave behind certain path, it could be that you feel it for a moment, sort of like, yeah, I really tried here, but you know, that's how things are. Like, things were not fair to me, like, let's just not lie. Something along those lines. And again, not to say like you cannot change things or create your reality, whatever. Maybe it's just not worth it. Sometimes people are like, oh, why don't you just manifest this or that or whatever. I think like at the end of the day, it's about what is really important for us, you know. Like if somebody is more focused on, like, I don't know, manifesting money or health or whatever, would they be worried about a million other things if like your focus is really like to be consistent, right, in specific things? Anyway, but yeah, I'm definitely seeing this with you, and let's just see how it connects further. Gonna be a long reading today. I don't know why. Why is this happening this way? My God, 33 minutes. Jeez. Do you guys want longer videos? I don't know. Okay, we have here Princess of Wands, and exactly, this has to do with you just really going, like something about you just not caring anymore. Yeah, there's a change. Exactly, there's a change here. Very big change, which also brings romantic opportunities, a lot of inspiration. Yeah. Okay. And it's like for both of you, it's there. The only thing is like there is a part of you and them is worried. So, clarifying Nine of Swords, Princess of Cups. I don't know. I mean, I feel like this worries, and the worry here is, I feel like it's very much like this Mars and Cancer energy that's happening right now. It's gonna pass. What's more important here is there is this very big change that's happening, and there is a lot of passion, it's almost like you go for what you want and everybody follows you. You, in a way, maybe are this person who energetically has a lot of influence. And when I say energetically, you have a lot of influence, you might not even be aware how some of the things that you are creating in your life, or maybe certain energy shifts you are experiencing, how much they influence other people. Sometimes we think like, oh, whatever, I do this, no one notices, or it doesn't matter. But sometimes you actually taking a chance on something, or finally, you know, breaking certain pattern, has this almost like butterfly effect where so many people, you might not even know them, forget your person who you clearly are connected with here, right? So many people you might not even know might feel this energy shift too, and may also like be, you know, like following you on this journey. I hope this makes sense. Let's take some Letterman. We have, yeah, it has to do with long term. And also, I feel like for you, this is the moment to be very, very smart about, you know, your next move, because there will be an opportunity for you, key to the fox, to make a very big wish of yours, very big dream of yours come true. It's something you've been dreaming and wishing about for the longest time ever. Some kind of chaotic situation. I don't know what it is. It could be, again, I don't want to say scary predictions for the world, but it could be something happening in the world, could be something happening in certain industry, could be something happening in certain relationship. Some kind of energy here, which I feel like takes a lot of people by surprise, but you've been feeling this was gonna happen, is giving you that opportunity to just go for it and achieve this. Overcome some major obstacle. Yeah, because you are cunning here and you know exactly what you need to do. With the snake card here too, snake, lilies, and anchor. Again, I'm interpreting these cards, you know, intuitively. Especially with the snake card, could be a special symbol to you, but be smart right now. This is the moment for you to not react emotionally. I know, again, I'm not saying do not feel anything, do not allow yourself to be in love or whatever. No, I'm not saying this. But do not react emotionally, and do not allow anything to cloud your judgment, because the big opportunity for something is coming here. And it's like it's here, and it's going to be also something that's going to give you long-term satisfaction. You will not need to be running back and forth anymore, is what I'm getting to. So anyway, we'll take this to the extended. So we're 37 freaking minutes here. Link to the extended is going to be down below, and the information about everything in the description box. And anyway, guys, in the extended, we're going to see where this is going. What is this big opportunity? We'll see more, dive in more, and also what your person is feeling to you, what's going on and stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Give a big thumbs up. See you. Link in the extended down below. Bye.